I'm choosing to make a video for this project for a number of reasons. First and foremost, I like creating videos. My early writing courses led to book arts courses, which led to small-scale publication, which led to illustration, which led to graphic design, which led to short animations, which led to the single best received work I have ever done. I'm making a video because it is one of the many skills that can be traced back to my initial creative attempts as a lower division English major. Secondly, as much as our illustrious professor has commented on how much she has enjoyed reading student e-portfolios, I suspect that a break in the e-portfolio action would be appreciated. So buckle up, I'm going to go quickly. I'll get to my personal philosophy statement in a moment, but I think some broad strokes first will help to set the scene a little bit. It's taken me several years, but I've determined that my role as a human being on this planet is to make life less terrible for junior high youth. Here, in brief, is why. When I was 10, my gigantic older brother stopped Billy the Bully from beating up a younger kid. Billy the Bully then beat up my big brother's much smaller brother in retaliation. I'll spare the details on the actual beating, but the end result was 10-year-old me in a ditch with a broken hip. This was immediately followed by 11-year-old me in a body cast, 12-year-old me in a wheelchair, 13-year-old me on crutches, and 14-year-old me in physical therapy. This adds up to a pretty crappy junior high experience. In short, junior high sucked, and after moving back to the land of my ancestors for high school, I decided that I was going to help junior high not suck for as many people as possible. After all of that nonsense, and with the help of the greatest collection of high school English teachers on the planet, it became clear that while I didn't necessarily have a remarkable talent for writing, I did have a remarkable patience with the process of getting better at it. And so, armed with a complete disinterest in any hard science, I enrolled at BSU and started taking every English class I could, while filling all of my elective slots with whatever looked like it would keep me awake. Seriously, check my transcripts. It's like a dog chewed up a course catalog, and I taped all the pieces that didn't have math back together. Then life decided to exert itself. I got jobs, I got in fights, I lost jobs, I failed classes, I got permission to take graduate classes, I ran out of money, and then, while I was in Michael Zorinsky's Western Civilization class, we all found out that the Twin Towers had fallen. Suddenly, my education mattered a whole lot less to me than my job, which for the rest of the week consisted of calling the families of the kids in my church youth group to see if their children needed someone to talk to. Post 9/11, youth development work consisted of convincing kids that the world was worth living in, and in order to do that work, I needed to get creative, because the world was not being particularly helpful. I'm the most creative when I'm staring at a blank page, which meant getting back into classrooms where I wasn't teaching and getting better at writing stuff that would make the world less dark and more awesome for the youth that had become my first priority. Being an English major means learning how to take the parts of life that are either too dark or too bright or too painful or too confusing and reframe them in ways that an audience can understand. My ways are writing curriculum and quasi-educational scripts for short animated videos. My audience is youth and young adults. So, creative writing major. But wait, you ask, why not English teaching? To answer that, we have to talk about what is designed to be one of the most helpful campus services, but what in my case has been a comedy of ill-timed or flat-out bad advice. Here's a timeline of my academic advising. 18 years old. Oh, you're an English major and a graduate of Bishop Kelly High School, home of the greatest collection of high school English teachers on the planet. Take English 111 and 112 and whatever electives you want. Since you took 4 years of French in high school, you'll probably be bored with that, so also take German 101, because you have a German name. 21 years old. Taking 21 credits is tough, but these courses are mostly reading, so you should be fine. Also, the music ensemble you've been recruited to will be touring a lot, so you'll have to fit that reading in between fundraisers, performances, and mandatory rehearsals. There is no chance that you'll burn out, fail nearly every class, and disappear from campus for the next decade. 22 years old to 32 years old. Career, marriage, kid 1, job loss, kid 2, barely get new job on the strength of reputation, and freak out about having an incomplete degree. 32 years old. Welcome back. Be an English teaching major. It makes way more sense in your transcripts, offers great employability, and you can finish in 2 years. We can certainly waive that 198 requirement as you have satisfied all of your English course requirements already. 33 years old. These classes are all co-requisite and will never be offered during the summer or on weekends. You should really consider quitting your job to finish your degree. You can have a job later. 34 years old. Welcome back to the writing emphasis. You can finish in 4 credits, but you need to take this 198 class. Do not ask to have it waived. Explain your situation to Carrie Seymour, and she'll likely give you a permission number. So that's why I'm not in English teaching. Writing has never told me to quit my day job. It was too busy being surprised that I had a day job in the first place. So, that's me as an English major.